Welcome to another episode of Thyme Travelers. This time we're hitting the road to Rock Hill, South Carolina and visiting the Yolk Cafe as they serve up delectable dishes for the most important meal of the day, breakfast. This small and unassuming restaurant, owned by Tennessee natives Chef Greg and Sabrina Collier, combines world-class flavors with down-home traditions, and together they're building a better breakfast. But ironically, in Chef Greg's early years, while honing his culinary skills, he hated preparing breakfast. His wife explains.
So he hated breakfast. He hated eggs. He complained about it every day he came home. They won't move me to dinner. They won't move me to dinner. And to the point where he was just like, I want to quit. No, they won't move me. He thought it was more so of them trying to stop his progression. He later talked to the chef, and the chef told him, look, when you get a good egg guy, you keep him there. Mm-hmm. And so that's why he didn't move him. And he learned basted, poached, all these different methods and learned how to do them the right way.
It's like an egg artist.
He became an egg artist, and I don't think he meant to. So he didn't like it. He felt like a lot of people, it's just breakfast. At the time when we got here, before all the other breakfast places, like specified breakfast places came, there was none. And so that was what we saw. It was a need for that here, and that's how breakfast fell in our lap.
Whether it's dinner, lunch, or breakfast, a top chef understands how to elevate flavors to any meal they're preparing, and Chef Greg's culinary expertise can be tasted and savored in every delicious bite.
People, I think, were so scared of mixing flavors into breakfast food because they felt like breakfast was just eggs, bacon, pancakes, those type of things. People didn't want to step outside and say, oh wow, maybe I can add some dinner flavors, some garlic, get some truffles, or what does the market have? What do the farmers have? That's one thing I will say. When we got here, we were able to develop relationships with farmers that I think some people hadn't taken advantage of, because we're in Rock Hill, so it's a whole lot of land. There's more farmers here than people think, or they just don't think to go out and go and see, hey, what they got on tomatoes. A lot of the high-end chefs, they go to the market every morning, or they're having a farm or someone at the market. They're either getting their fish or their meat or their steaks, and we wanted to do that with breakfast food. Getting an egg from a farmer that's been feeding his chicken like certain feed, or giving them, like having vegetarian chickens, or just making sure he's really watching their diet. You even see it in the egg yolk. You can see the color of it. It's really rich, it's really orange. The flavor's different because you're eating what they had. And so that was big to us. If I'm gonna charge people for an egg, I don't wanna get it out of a carton.
Yolk's menu has something for everybody. Vegan, vegetarian, savory creations, and of course, the traditional breakfast.
The most popular item is the 2 if by land. That is grits on the bottom, eggs, and a meat on top. Our grits are mixed yellow and white, one for flavor, one more for texture. Mm-hmm. They're ham stock grits, ham bone grits, so you have to make a stock. Like they might be starting one now, you have to make this big pot of stock. Stock can have vegetables in it, it'll have a ham bone, and it gives you that flavor. And we put it in a skillet, then you put the farm eggs on top, and you get your sausage or house-made sausage or bacon. You put that on top. That's our most popular to date. I got people that come in and they only want 2 if by land. The other popular items I'll say is our pancake meal. You have the buttermilk jack, which is the house-made pancakes, eggs and bacon. You have the shrimp and grits, which we knew we had to do that at some point because we're so close to Charleston. Mm-hmm. But we didn't want to bring shrimp and grits at first. It wasn't on our original item menu because you got to get good shrimp, and it's kind of hard to get all the time. Mm-hmm. So that's why we waited to put shrimp and grits on, and it's popular too.
And if you're a fan of chicken and waffles, Yolk honestly has the best I've ever tasted.
My husband at first did not want to do it because he didn't want it to turn into a chicken and waffle spot. Mm-hmm. We put that on the menu and that blew up. The seasoning on the chicken is his version of our Memphis dry rub. We're from Memphis, born and raised. Dry rub, barbecue, all that stuff is in our blood. So he made those flavors from that, thinking like, what would I want a dry rub on my ribs to taste like? and it became huge. And then we started putting it on. We were putting it on our Tennessee fries, which is what we call our home fries. So when people say, "What are your home fries?" At Tennessee, you're in South Carolina. They're our home. So we're very selfish about putting Tennessee all through South Carolina. So we want to make sure you know where we're from. So that's where that came from. So when people order that, the Tennessee seasoning on the chicken wings or the Tennessee fries, it makes me feel good because even if you might be a Gamecock, you ordering something Tennessee. So. We wanted to not be put in that box of y'all have to cook like soul food. No, like we're so much more than that. My staple people that get my staples, the grits, pancakes, and my adventurous people, they have made us work because we never wanted to exclude anybody in our food. I didn't want to make it too fancy that people were intimidated to come in because they thought we were going to give them a whole fish head on a pancake. And it's just having variety and people saying, "Oh, this tastes good."
Have a love affair with breakfast and visit the Yolk Cafe and discover more food finds at thymetravelers.com.